Welcome back. This is a fun edition, a scary edition, but in a fun way, of Home Wizards, as we do every Halloween time. Even though it's not just Halloween when ghosts are out, you know. That's what all the experts say, and that's what my friends who are with me today will tell you as we talk about what do you do if your home may be all of a sudden haunted, or you're seeing things or sensing things. You know, you're not alone if you do, because more than 30% plus of us believe in ghosts. And so glad you're here with me, Cindy Dole, as we explore the unknown, as does Barry Conrad and Victoria Gross, who together have been documenting the unexplained for many years through documentaries and TV shows and books and so forth. So, Barry, tell us, for those of us who are skeptical of the photos, and you might be too, because there might be some fake photos. You know, you say, oh yeah, what is that? You know, in the bread, that's not a ghost in the bread or whatever. Well, how do you know it's a real apparition in a photo?
Well, it's a good question. You know, Cindy, we get a lot more photographs today. People have more cameras than ever before. I
mean, is it more sophisticated? Is it easier to prove that it's a good one versus a bad one because of the...
Well, it's a little tougher, actually, really? Because if everybody has access to Photoshop and things of that nature, and it's so much easier to doctor things. So you really have to use a certain amount of scrutiny when you look at photographs. I like to have, I mean, if someone brings me a photograph of, they say, as an apparition or some kind of phenomena, I would like to have more than just one opinion. I like to go to, say, an optical physicist or someone of that nature who studies, things like. For instance, like NASA has very good image analysts. It's hard getting those people to go on camera. But I've been in touch with different people from NASA in the past, especially here at, in Los Angeles at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. If you have someone like that who are used to looking at data all the time, on especially digital data, you have a better chance of getting a professional opinion, at least, of someone who can say whether it's real or not. But when you get something on video, now that's a different ball of wax. A little harder to fake video. Video can be faked, like anything. I would say that one of the more spectacular pieces of video I've seen in recent years was out of Oklahoma City a few years ago. We investigated this case. It was a woman had died in an automobile accident, and her car had been impounded in a lot there. And about 2 weeks, she actually did not die at the scene. They actually died, I believe, was it 2 weeks later, I believe?
I think a month later.
Or a month later.
Around there, yeah.
But at the hour of her death, about 1 o'clock in the morning, the people at the impound lot had security cameras there and saw a figure of a woman wearing, I believe what they call coveralls?
Yeah, she was wearing coveralls with a white T-shirt.
The video cameras picked up this woman, full-bodied apparition, floating around, spinning around the car where she died. I looked at that piece of footage. I talked to the people involved in it. I don't think it was a fake because it was the camera itself was way up on a 30-foot pole. And for someone to get up there would be very difficult. And to fake that, if they're going to fake it, they could fake it probably, but it would take a lot of trial and error. I suppose if you took a puppet or something and put it on a string, but you'd have to get it right the first time. That'd be highly unlikely.
And the thing is, a lot of people tried to simulate that and to prove that it was fake, and they could not get the exact images. And one of the things that we do, and we were working on my ghost story also, we really do a lot of research, and it's all about the credibility of the people, too. We interviewed the police officer who was the first respondent on the scene, and he verified that she, how she appeared in that video was the same exact clothing that she had on at the night of the accident. And nobody really knew that except for the first responders. So we do a lot of research into the people, the credibility, and these people are good old boys, I mean, their word is their bond, too. So that's what we also look for when we're analyzing, the story that we get.
Well, what always makes me curious is why is it that some people can see ghosts and others can't? And I've always wanted to see my late father or my late mother come back. I mean, I think a lot of us have that sensation. And Michael Kouri, who is a psychic and medium and paranormal psychological investigator since a child, has been able to see this glow of light around someone known as an aura, right? And when you were in the hospital one time, you talk about being able to see transparent people, almost like tipping their hat to you. And so welcome to the show, Michael. And how is it that some people can see ghosts and others can't?
I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that. I just know what I can do and what other psychics and mediums out there have claim that they can do. I really don't have all the answers, but I have been able to see them since I was a little boy. And I've written 45 books now about my experiences. And I also, like they do, I go out and investigate haunted houses. And I also do a lot of research afterwards to find out, well, who was there and what happened there and who are the people that are claiming these things and what is their credibility. That, as Victoria said, credibility is a very important part of doing an investigation when you're trying to get answers. Mm-hmm. But like, for example, in my books, I often write about places that are haunted. Maybe they were haunted by Native American spirits. Well, why are those spirits still here? Who are they? What tribes were there? And what has happened in their past to make them stay behind? And so I do a little bit of in-depth research to try to get behind that. So I interview archaeologists and other people. I also have someone that I work with that worked at JPL who can analyze. I can't mention his name on the air. He would rather not have that. A lot of people that work in that area cannot really reveal what they do because they're not supposed to be doing it on the side.
Well, a lot of us as adults aren't supposed to be believing in ghosts, right? We're told, maybe you shouldn't be thinking. I know.
Why do you think that?
Well, I don't know.
We're
going to find out.
Because of our puritanical society.
We're going to find out and more. In fact, someone's calling on the line to talk about something spooky at their home. Don't you go away, Steve. We're going to get to you and more fun here on Home Wizards as we explore the unexplained in your home. Cindy Dole here. We're back after this.